Howdy everybody. Welcome back to another video. So glad you're here. I'm sick. I'm sick. But you know what? That is not gonna stop me from putting out a video. Genuinely though, I am a little upset because, in my last video, I don't know if you guys watched it or stuff like that, but I did say that, I was pretty determined to put out a pitch Bible video. I've been a little burned out, and I've been trying to power through it, and I'm still trying to power through it, I think, but I was kind of coming back a little bit. I've done some drawings here and there at work, and I've done some drawings here at home on the side, and the art has been feeling good again. However, I got sick. Oh man, I mean, it's nothing too serious. It's just the old, I don't even know what I have. If it's like a common cold or something. I just have like a sore throat and a stuffy nose, but gosh darn, is it kind of miserable. But it could be worse. So I'm not doing too bad, but yeah, I just came back from work right now because God, there's so much I want to say, but I got my pitch Bible video. All of that's pretty much edited. It's edited and pretty much done. I just need to, put some music in there, but, aside from the music, it's done, which shouldn't take too long. I was going to post it this week, but I think I might just hold off another week, maybe another, because there's so much more stuff that I wanted to do for it. I'm almost done with all of the character pages. I just need to do some line work for one of the drawings, but yeah, I've been taking medicine that makes me knock out super early, and I've been waking up super late and lethargic and tired, and then I've been going to work every day, and that has been really, really draining. And so I just really haven't had the time. I mean, I take that back. I have been playing some video games with friends and stuff, so I mean, I guess I do have the time, but again, like I mentioned in my last video, sometimes it's really tough because I do art at work. At my workplace, I do a ton of art, so it's kind of tough staring at a screen all day doing digital art, well, graphic design, I guess, and then coming back home and, staring at a screen for another couple hours. It's a little tough, but, whatever. But anyways, yeah. This is kind of just like a quick update on that. Like I still have the pitch Bible videos coming out. I have a ton of footage of me drawing my characters. So far, that's where I'm at right now. I just need one more character. Maybe I need to come up with some side characters, and I think that's probably going to be a lesson all on its own, And so I need to figure out and plan how I'm going to do that. But yeah, I have a lot of stuff loading, but this week has just been nuts, man. Oh, it's been so nuts, but hey, that's life, man. That happens. People get sick. It happens. No one's invincible. Now, I am kind of pissed because like the past 2 years, I maybe only got sick once. This year, 2024, this is the 4th time I've gotten sick this year. That is some nonsense, some absolute tomfoolery. That's ridiculous. I can't believe that, actually. But I mean, hey, maybe I'm making up for those other 2 years that I wasn't sick. I mean, knock on wood. I hope that's not true, but yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm just kind of sick, but I'll get through it. Once I get through it, I'll be back on that art grind. Like I said, I kind of I maybe took off like one day where I didn't draw, but I've still been drawing like every day. I think it is super important. It's funny. I watch K-Sam on Twitch, and he kind of brought up this point a couple streams ago. He was saying that what really separates a lot of people from like beginners to professional is that sometimes you're not going to want to draw. When you make it your job, it can become really mundane and tiring and stuff, which is exactly what I'm feeling. But he was talking about in his stream how like those are the days you need to, you kind of need to lock in. You need to double down and stuff, and you need to, you need to get used to drawing when you don't want to draw. And again, no one's perfect, and I can't be too hard on myself. I am literally sick. I should be getting some rest, but I have been keeping up. I have been keeping up with my drawing, kind of. They're not like anything prolific or anything. It's kind of just more to keep the habit down. Even if oh my gosh, I can't talk. Like today at work, I just knew I needed to draw before I did work and stuff, and I just drew a quick little face of one of my characters, just a quick little, less than 2 minute, honestly, less than 2 minute little face, and then I just started drawing shapes. I just drew like a cup, and I drew a couple cylinders, and I was like, okay, cool. At least I did something, And it's a good habit to build. It's not good practice, but again, a good habit to build. And so I have been drawing here and there, and I actually I have been drawing some other stuff. When I go on my lunch break, or if I leave the room to go pick up supplies or something, I made these funny drawings that I could hang on my door so people know if I'm in my office or not. So I've been drawing those. Those have been kind of fun. Those are like, de-stressed drawings, I guess you could say. But yeah, so I'm not completely artless as of late. But yeah, that's how things have been going. But that video is the pitch Bible video, it's coming, so be ready for it. All you animation students out there who are don't look at this as a tutorial, but if you want to see someone's approach of how you would make a pitch Bible, it's coming. Just bear with me a little bit. Changing topics, I was also curious if anyone has an opinion on this. I kind of keep up with trends in the art world. I'm not super huge on it, but I'm kind of up to date, and I've been noticing that a lot of people are leaving Instagram, and with good reason too. I heard about the whole AI, or is it AI? Well, there's AI for sure, and then I know that they're like data scraping, right? I think, right? Something like that. I'm actually very misinformed on it. I don't know too much, but from what I'm hearing is there's like some data scraping with Instagram, and there's actually a lot of other things doing it too, like Adobe. I heard Adobe is data scraping too, like in their new terms and agreements, and they're also charging people, they're also like, I guess, buying out people of their Adobe contract, which is ridiculous if you want to quit. And it sucks because I'm really stuck here because I am an Adobe user. I did use CSP. I have been using CSP for the past couple of videos instead of Photoshop. However, I still edit and record using Adobe Audition and Premiere Pro. And, I'm just really comfortable using this software. So, and I also use them for work. I genuinely need, these products for work. At least Illustrator. Well, actually Photoshop too, at the very least. So I kind of don't want to support, but I do want to support. I'm kind of in the middle. I don't know too much again, but it's just really confusing. So I'd love to hear y'all's opinions on that, if you have any. Also, another thing I want to hear is that if you guys want to type in the comments and maybe start a small discussion or something. I noticed that a lot of people are moving to Kara. I actually have it pulled up here on a tab right now, and it's like, from what I'm seeing, it seems pretty cool. It looks like a website that is really trying to support artists and not data scrape and really be, I don't know, but you get what I'm trying to say. It's supporting artists, and I've seen a whole lot of artists that I look up to move over to this app. Not entirely. I mean, they still have, all their other socials, but I see a lot of people moving to this one. I saw Dana Terrace. I saw, oh my goodness, I'm blanking. Oh, I saw KSAM. I saw Sims. I saw, Mew Tripled. I've seen a couple other artists on my Instagram feed who are just like, you know, they're some are completely moving over, some are just kind of moving over. Oh, Phil Tomato, that's another good one. Gosh, I hope my chair isn't so squeaky. I'm also kind of blotting my nose because my nose is kind of runny. But a lot of people are moving over to this app, and I'm starting to think maybe I should. You know, I don't think I'm going to give up Instagram and like all my other socials entirely, but I do think that it's something to consider because I don't know. I mean, you know, I don't really, I'm not even sure if like, you know, if Instagram would really be interested in scraping my data and all that. But it's kind of based on the principle, you know, like, I don't know if they want to steal my art, you know what I mean? I mean, I know I'm giving them access, and if they ever wanted to in some strange world, they could. But I know it's like very less likely, but I think it is more about the principle. And so, but you know, I don't want to leave it just yet because it is important to grow on socials and stuff. That is important. I think I'm just kind of in between like everybody else, but if any of you guys listening and watching also have an opinion on it, I'd love to hear about it. You know, I find this so interesting. We're in such a very weird circumstance as digital artists. I'm assuming I'm talking to digital artists. If you're not a digital artist, I mean, that's completely fine, and you should know that it is getting wacky out here. It's getting wild. There's so much going on that I feel like people wouldn't have been thought that this would have been a problem a couple of years ago, but now it is. And but I don't know, that can turn into a whole other conversation all on its own, and talking kind of makes my throat hurt a little bit. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to, you know, come on here and tell you guys what's been going on, what the plans are, you know, kind of like a little another check-in, I guess you could say. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. AI, it's getting scary. I have a cold, but I'm powering through. I keep drawing and everything, and you know, I take breaks when needed. Oh, and that's another thing. This is another reminder to myself and hopefully someone who needs to hear it. It's okay to take breaks. Man, it sure is okay to take some breaks, I'll tell you what. Because, man, sometimes you really need them, and sometimes you really do feel good after them. I used to feel pretty bad. Like, if I went the whole day without drawing. If I went the whole day without drawing and then I just played video games or something, like, it just feels so not good. Well, I used to feel so not good about it, but now I think if I just, like, dedicate a day and I know that I have the willpower, even when I'm sick, to draw, it's like, okay. You know, like, I can afford one day. It's not... The brain likes to tell you that you're being lazy, but that's not it at all. If you know that you can put in the work, it's okay. Like, you don't even trip. It's really important. And also, I started BioShock Infinite, and that thing is pretty rad. That game is pretty rad. They were free on Epic, and so I've been kind of diving in. Actually, the whole trilogy was free on Epic. And so I did BioShock 1, I did BioShock 2 very recently, and I just started Infinite, and it's been a blast. It's been pretty cool. I'm actually a pretty huge fan of the series now, but you know, well, anyways, yeah, having a lot of fun with that. But I don't want to ramble on anymore. I'm sure you guys have listened to this nasally voice quite enough now. But yeah, so hopefully, if I'm feeling better next week, I may or may not put out that pitch Bible video, or at least the beginning part of this new series. I might do it, I might not. It just depends on how I feel, how much content I can get done, what I can get done, and stuff like that. So, you know, we'll see what happens. But, you know, thanks again for sticking around. I really appreciate all of you guys being here and supporting my channel. Thank you guys for getting me to 87 subscribers. That's insane. My goodness. That's really cool. I think when I started doing these videos, I was around 30, and now we're at 87, and that's pretty darn cool. And you know, pretty soon I have a feeling one of these days I'm gonna have to start investing investing a little more time into this little project of mine. And yeah, like, subscribe, hit the bell, do whatever the kids are doing these days, except for drugs. I really hope that you guys have a fantastic rest of your day or night, whatever time you're watching this. Alrighty. Talk to you later, homies.